Do you consider yourself to be good? I'm sure your answer is yes. Yes, most of us are really good. However, the one key difference is, are we being good or trying to be good? Which one it is? Are we being good or trying to be good? Let's find out from today's verse 38. Hi, welcome back to OneUs. Today it's day 38 and we will be looking at verse 38 from Taoteching. As usual, before we begin, let's observe a few seconds of silence. Thank you. So now let's look at verse 38 from Taoteching. And verse 38 is quite a lengthy verse. So that's why I'm going to do my best to extract the essence of this verse and share it with you today. Instead of going through the whole lines, I'm going to extract the essence and share it. So let's look at what Laotzu has to share it with us. Truly good people are not aware of their goodness and are therefore good. Foolish people try to be good and are therefore not good. It is pretty intriguing and interesting lines, right? So when Laotzu talks about the truly good people, all he means is the people whose inner self is filled with goodness. They don't even distinguish good and bad. Their true nature is oneness. They don't even think of something like, oh, he is my friend and enemy. This is the right doing, that is the wrong doing. They don't classify things. They treat everything, everyone as same. And they help. They don't think of helping. So that is why I keep saying there is a difference between being good and acting good or trying to be good. So the being good is the true nature. That is just like a baby, a newborn baby who doesn't even know the difference between good and bad. But the baby is pure. Likewise, the truly good people are just be good. They don't try to be good. And then when he talks about foolish people try to be good, it talks about a dilemmas. In a situation when we try to be good, that means that we run through our dilemmas thinking whether should I do this or that, whether this is considered morally right or wrong. We have to think, we have to make a decision, either to follow the mind or to the heart. There is a constant decision making happens to make and to be good. And that's why he says the foolish people try to be good. Therefore, they're not good. They're not completely good. And if I have to ask one question to make this verse so clear is, how can we be good if we try to hurt or kill other powerless and insignificant beings? Say for an example, mosquitoes or ant, cockroaches, or even some plant. If we are truly good, how can we kill them? We won't be killing them, right? It is not because someone will punish us or it is because out of justice or anything. But if a true nature is goodness, how can we kill something? Kill some beings? In fact, how we justify ourselves is, oh, the mosquito is biting me all night, so that is okay to kill. And the cockroach is also annoying, so I can kill the cockroach. So likewise, we justify ourselves. So that is what Laotzu means here is, when we justify, we are just trying to be good, not being good. With that, let's move on to the true essence of this verse. Therefore, when Tao is lost, there is goodness. When goodness is lost, there is kindness. When kindness is lost, there is justice. When justice is lost, there is ritual. Now, ritual is the husk of faith and loyalty, the beginning of confusion. Laotzu clearly played with his words here. So he says, when Tao is lost, there comes goodness. When the goodness is lost, then comes kindness. When kindness is lost, there comes justice. When justice is lost, there comes rituals. With rituals comes faith and loyalty, which leads to confusion. So let's make it easier to grasp and understand. So when he talks about the true goodness, which is just as pure as being Tao, the way of nature or oneness, it is like being impartial. We don't even partialize, like, someone hurt us and we classify someone as, no, he's a bad person, he's a right person, I should help someone and I should not help the other person. The true goodness doesn't classify any of these things. That is just being good. If someone is suffering, you will help, period. There is no reasoning of why should I help and whether that person is good or bad. There is no logical of mind or following your heart. Neither. You don't act, you just be. And then when the true oneness is lost, then comes the way of goodness. There comes our moral way. Oh, we know that, oh, this is the right thing to do, so I should do the right thing. I should act morally. I should behave with the goodness. So we act good. And even when the goodness is gone, there comes kindness. What is kindness? We will be generous when people ask, and when we feel like giving, we will give to people. Not because we see someone suffer and help. To give you one example, the true oneness is just going and helping people who needs without even they asking. You see someone suffer, you help. Then comes goodness. You just contemplate, oh, should I go and help somebody, but I have to go and attend a meeting? Should I just spend some time here or there? And then you make a choice, which is the right thing to do. There comes a goodness. And then comes kindness. It is simple as that, like, when someone asks for help, then you help generously. Being generous with your action and deed, you give a lot of money, but you just wait for someone to ask for help. Then comes justice. How I see justice is, it is not something to do with government. Instead, our own belief system. When I say belief system, from our young age, we will be conditioned to believe that if we do something bad, then the bad thing will happen to us. So that is kind of a justice. There is a reward and punishment for every action. So we just do things just because if we do wrong, someone will punish us. There's like karma. So people believe in karma. They act good because what they do may come back to them. So instead of being good, they act good. They fear of the consequences. And that is why they act. So that is, I call it as justice. Even when the justice is lost, there comes rituals. Rituals are very interesting. I'm sure we all must have witnessed that there are people who are in need of money or help. They stay at the entrance of a temple, church and mosque. And once after we come out from the prayer, we do our offering to those people. So it is kind of a ritual that we follow because based on our culture, religion or our whatever the thing that we believe, they all said that when you give money when you're coming out of a temple or a church, you will be lucky. So we expect something in return, that if I help somebody, someone will help me. That is with expectation. And also the other example is, so some people believe that, oh, the first person who asks for money or help, I will help them. That is not because I want to help, but then they said that if I help the first person I see, then the good luck come for the rest of the day. That we believe in some kind of rituals and help. And with rituals comes faith and loyalty. That is completely on our belief system. With all that, it leads to confusion. So we can clearly see how Laotzu is segregating the goodness in from one form to the other. That is purely being good. That is oneness, which is a core, pure state. Then comes goodness. With our mind, we think. Then comes kindness. We just offer generously whenever someone asks. Then comes justice. If we don't do anything good, something bad will happen. Karma will hit me. So I have to do something. So we force ourselves to do. Then comes rituals. If I do something in the way it has been said, then I will get something with expectation. And all these things leads to confusion. So what Laotzu essentially means in this verse is, don't try to be good, just be good. Whenever you face a dilemma, whether should I act this way or that way, I know it is a dilemma that we all have. But Laotzu is saying that we should let go of the dilemma. Instead, just be good. The true self is, don't distinguish anybody. not your friends or enemy. Don't distinguish with a superior being or inferior being. Help everyone, everything, every being. Don't even try to think of killing and hurting other beings. It can be a plant or an ant. Don't hurt. That is a true goodness. And that's what Laotzu means in this verse 38. With that, we come to the end of day 38. So one actionable thought for today is, today, try to find an insignificant being or a living thing. It can be a plant, ant, or a cockroach or a mosquito. Instead of feeling annoyed by those creatures and beings, instead, be curious and observe them, notice them. Just, it can be the ants that lines up and on your wall and going. Just observe them. And it can be some small plant at your backyard. Just watch the plant. Just look at it. That's all. So that way, I believe we can connect with the other beings, which sometimes we take it for granted and show our power. Instead, appreciate and be one with them. So with that, we come to the end of day 38 and talk to you tomorrow. Thank you.